Welcome back to the Verizon post-match interview. I'm standing by with Stellar, who just came off of an outrageously dominant win. I think there were a lot of people who have very high expectations from 100 Thieves, but for you guys to dominate the way you did on stage today was really impressive. But before we get to today, I want to ask you about last week. We hadn't really had a chance to talk about it. What happened in the series against Sentinels?
I believe that we had control of a lot of the series against Sen, and I think as soon as the game was nearing the end, we started playing really static and flat, and that's kind of one of the big takeaways that we had coming into this week. And then our just comms were a little hectic here and there, but we got that out of the way, and then it showed today.
And I think the series was close, right? It was the 2 13-11s and 1 12-14 or something to that degree, but with that in mind, given how close it was, I know it's a single round robin season, but say you dance with Sentinels again today. Where does how does it turn out?
They'd get mowed down for sure.
Those Twitter impressions you were talking about, you just farmed them. You just farmed them right back. All right, let's talk about today. You alluded to it a little bit. Preparation, given last week, what did that look like heading into the series against EG?
I mean, we were pretty much doing the same thing. I think we had really good practice heading into the Sen match, so we didn't really want to change up much. I think we just did our VOD review on the match, focused on those few key points and takeaways, and then just went from there.
I want to get your thoughts too on the last sub. I think it's something that's going to be discussed for a long time. Demon 1 in, BCJ out. Were you expecting that move as you were preparing for the series, given how EG has such a deep roster? Were you expecting a sub?
No, not really. I mean, personally, I think BCJ was the more impactful player on Haven, so it was pretty shocking to see him get subbed off. But, EG has the players, and they made their decision, and it is what it is.
Sure. And then the last question that I have for you, and this is more of a nebulous one, but given all of the expectations for this squad, I mean, you keep the same 4, you just bring in Cryo, and you guys have had mixed success up until this point. I think a lot of people were surprised to see you drop the first series. What do you say to the expectations that are out there that 100 Thieves should be competing for a spot for Tokyo? They should be competing for the #1 spot in the league. What do you say to that?
I think they'll be pretty happy. I think we'll keep winning going forward, and we're just looking to have a good season.
Well, it's been a great start. Congratulations on getting the first one on the board in the way that you did. The crowd loves it. I'm sure everyone behind the scenes does too. We're going to throw it back to Golden Boy at the desk to close out the show.